I'm here in the Content Guru booth with Martin Taylor. Martin, it is great to see you.
Great to be here.
How has this year's event been for you? Every time I've walked by, there was lots of action happening here at the booth. What were some of the people coming up? What were they asking about? What was top of mind?
Yeah, it's been an action-packed week, or two-thirds of a week. So we started off with a workshop we did with one of our credit union customers, and that went down super well. So a lot of the visitors have been people from there, around the credit union and finance space. And then we've had partners dropping in, we've had existing customers, we've had just random drop-ins. So it's been a great mix. It's kept us all on our toes. But of course, big 2026 has been a big AI focus. Lots of people around the event have been talking up agentic capabilities. We've got a fantastic agentic demo, of course. But really, it's about where can we deploy AI in CX to generate ROI. And so it's really been about focused use cases that have been proven to work, and that we can evidence that if you implement in this way in this type of sector, you're likely to get a positive result. Because obviously this is taking place against the background of a bit of a stock market drop around some of the perhaps overinflated claims that have gone around the industry. So obviously I'm a big AI fan, been working in AI for 10 plus years now. We're a tech company. I'm a second generation tech guy. But let's face it, some of the claims have been a little bit ambitious. So we focused on specific business processes that we want to automate and ones that we understand, and actually sector understanding, and the mechanics of how you're actually going to talk to this thing. How's the comms side of it going to work? Stuff that isn't in the demo, but actually is the difference between applying a service and it working and some kind of disastrous spend gone wrong, like a lot of the Gen AI experience for many people.
Something I've long appreciated about Content Guru and your approach is you are very intentional and deliberate about what you're building into the platform and making sure that it is aligned to providing real value. Someone this week came up to me and they said they felt like so much of what they're hearing here has lost sight of the problem that people are actually trying to solve. And that's, at least from the outside, for me, it certainly seems to be an ethos that matters to Content Guru.
Yeah, in fact, we have a saying in the business, PSP, problem, solution, product. So we're not making technology looking for problems. We're looking for problems, and then we create the solutions for those. So it's really about what are you actually looking to achieve. Many times shareholders or CEOs have been driving a kind of knee-jerk demand to rush into AI. People trying to make agentic information that isn't ready to be agented yet. We're all about keeping things super responsible. And of course, our high security focus plays in as well. A lot of talks here around our FedRAMP High full stack accreditation. So people are wanting to implement AI within a FedRAMP environment. And increasingly, if you're into FedRAMP or even some of the state level opportunities, they want the high authorization level, not just moderate anymore. It's no longer seen as enough, because there's so much more information at stake now.
There is so much at stake, and when you look at things like the FedRAMP High certification, what it demonstrates is a level of discipline that your organization has put forth to ensure that this does deliver the outcomes and that it's a good steward of information. Honestly, even before you and I were talking, I was in another conversation and they said, we're just scared of what might happen when we bring, insert name of technology, into our environment. And so our executives have said, no, we can't. So I do think it's good. I'm curious, I want to go to one thing you said. You talked about some of the use cases of AI. Has there been any examples that have maybe caught you by surprise, or you've really enjoyed celebrating watching how customers are delivering impact and value through AI inside of their contact center?
Yeah. You look at the base technologies, a lot of it is around natural language processing. But actually, if you look at how some of the customers have been applying it in imaginative ways, it's been really fun. So one of our medical sector customers, for example, we're ambiently listening to voice calls between a physician and a patient, and we're looking for signs of 4 common cancers: lung, pancreatic, ovarian, and digestive. So if we see any signs of those being alluded to that perhaps might not be explicitly there, but we're looking for the signs, we're flashing up in real time on the screen to the physician, consider this patient for a 2-week referral, rather than sending them to the ER or their primary care physician, who would probably then say, we need to send this guy for tests. So That's an interesting way of applying something that we've been doing around transcription and summarization, but in a novel way.
I think that's incredible, and it does get you excited about what else will AI be able to do as we think about more and more use cases like that. So I love that. Let's end here, Martin. If I am a contact center leader right now and I am thinking about a new platform for my organization, what do you believe is one of the core things that makes Content Guru stand out? And maybe more importantly, who are you right for?
We like to focus on omnichannel. So everyone says omnichannel as if it's table stakes, but actually making all the channels work together coherently in a single stack architecture. Not everyone's doing this because maybe they've acquired and really got silos under a common brand. So that omni-channel and then the omni-data. So we've got our own customer data platform. Most customers' data sits in several systems of record, CRMs, electronic health records, personnel records and so on. So sitting across all of those, orchestrating that data so that it's then usable for not just for communication service, but also for the AI service. And then you've got the omni-automation, and that's really where the AI comes in. It's building on actually years of intelligent automation that's been going on, building our way up the pyramid from those high volume, low complexity use cases up to more and more sophisticated dialogue-based engagement. So these are really the key themes for us at the moment.
It's fantastic. Martin, it was great to see you this week. Thanks for your time today.
Absolute pleasure. Thanks very much.